Well, I think obviously since the second half of the OKC game, we've played pretty good offensively. We've gotten good shots. We've generated good ones. Tonight we didn't settle as much. We still have some possessions we'd like to have back, but I thought that we took what the defense gave us. We got to the second side of the floor and we found open shooters.
Yeah, Coach, with all the great shooting at the end, there were a lot of hustle plays, the offensive rebounding down the stretch, extra possessions in the last minute or two.
I thought we could have gotten even more. I thought we were right there for some rebounds and some plays, and they put you in a tough spot. Their length, their athleticism. We didn't do a great job at the end offensively or defensively. When they started really driving it at us, that was really hard. And we've got to do a better job of guarding our guy without help so that we don't have to get so spread out. Easier said than done on Giannis and Bledsoe. They're so good going downhill. I thought our guys gave a tremendous effort against Giannis, and he was 13 for 22.
Coach, we talked all day about their surge in three-point shooting this season, and you guys held them to pretty much 7 less than they're averaging on the season. What is it about your guys' defense that allows you to defend the three-point line so well? You lead the league in that so far.
I think so far is a ample descriptor. I think we spend a lot of time on trying to be a good three-point defense, and we give up some other things by doing that when we switch so much. But if you switch, you stay intact. If you stay intact, you can not have to rotate. If you not have to rotate, you can guard the line. Again, easier said than done if we can't keep the guy in front of us, and that's the challenge that Milwaukee poses, along with other challenges, because they just drive it. They put their head down and drive it, and you saw they got layups and got to the foul line. And it's a second or third straight game where we've fouled a bunch at the start of the fourth quarter and put ourselves in a bind and into the bonus, and we've had leads that we've lost. So those are things that we've got to work on and be better.
Coach, you run a lot of sets that don't include Kyrie initiating the offense. You've had Gordon, you've had Al Horford. What allows you to mix it up there as far as who is initiating the offense?
Well, I mean, all those guys can make plays. Al at the top of the key allows us to get in more of our cutting and our motion type actions, which I really like. And we did a good job of that when we went on that little run in the fourth. And then, obviously Kyrie's good, really good up there. Terry's good up there. Like, you got a bunch of guys that can play up there. And I think Gordon's really good off pick and rolls. Obviously, he's a great passer off of those. And so we'll just keep feeding all those guys in those different spots. And as the season goes along and I get more comfortable with the team, we'll add more to try to take advantage of that.
Speaking of Gordon, the pick and roll, at the end of the third quarter, you ran 3 straight with him and Morris to get wide open looks or kind of get clear outs. Do you feel like Gordon is kind of finding that rhythm that a lot of guards have had in your system of understanding how to kind of maneuver like tight spaces in the pick and pop and really know where everyone's going to be?
I think he's still gonna be a transition for him, and I think it's good for our team when he's got the ball, because everybody's gonna be a weapon. Like, everybody's got a chance to be the guy, because he's usually going to make the right read off of that, and so that was really good the last few games, and he'll get more comfortable with everybody and with kind of how we do it. But you've seen moments and glimpses of it for sure.
Coach, the game itself kept hitting threes and still they stayed attached to you. What was your mindset watching it? And they were within 7 and 9.
Yeah, to me it was all about the driving. I mean, it was just the driving and keeping them, trying our best to keep them off the line. Again, they put you in a tough spot. I mean, you want to take away layups and threes, but it's easier said than done.
Brad, Shemi played strong on both sides of the ball. What do you think of the impact that he had, especially stepping in kind of last minute?
I mean, I think everybody here knows what I think about Shemi, and whether he starts or doesn't play, he's the first guy in the gym the next day working, and he's a really, really good teammate, and he was ready to be called upon again, which is, I think, one of the hardest things to do when you're a guy that's playing sporadically.